Yeah.
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 You already know.
Know the vibes.
Episode 2
With
with DJ Kilo.
Yes, sir. And
And
Sinatra Fitness.
Exactly. You already
Y'all
know the vibes.
We tuning the fuck back in, man. Let's get it.
We're here with it.
Here with a topic that, my nigga, you know, that we very passionate about.
Yo, that's a fact. I'm ready to talk my shit on this.
Word. What you got? Word. I want to hear what you was thinking about. No funny shit, bro. Especially where you at right now. Let me talk to you. let me talk to you, my guy.
Alright, go ahead. Let's get in combo with it. Let's get in tune.
Alright. So.
I want to know your side of it, though. Like,
I mean.
Because you already got past it. First of all, let's talk about what we about to get into first, because people don't know what we about to get into. So, you want to give them like a little highlight about what we about to get into?
I mean, they'll know, but sure. So we're going to talk about how college is a scam. And yeah, that's it. Plain and simple. College is a scam. Let's get to it. So actually, why you think college is a scam? Off rip, just give me one. Give me something like.
The policies in place and the shit that they don't teach you. That's my main 2 points right there.
Let me go to your second point. What's some things that they don't teach us?
I feel like they don't teach us the life survival skills that we need in order to survive in this world. They don't teach us how to budget money. They don't teach us how to expose ourselves into the art world, how we can use different abilities and different skills that we can learn in order to either make us some money or get us to where we want to be in life.
Nah, disagree. Somewhat. Only because
why you disagree?
Because when it comes to budgeting, they teach you math. You have math courses.
Nah,
budgeting is up to everybody. So
yeah,
how do you mean in that space?
Nah, but that's different. I'm talking about they're not teaching us about taxes. They're not teaching us.
Nah, definitely.
They're not teaching us. They're not teaching us about like the different APRs if you get a credit card. They're not teaching us.
Oh, none of that.
Yeah, they're not teaching us. Yo, what happens if you let your bank account get overdrawn and all this other extra shit. That you feel me? That it should be things that they should be tapping into for us to be able to be good in the long run when we're building our own future. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's the goal. Like potentially, that's the whole mindset behind college. You building your future. So why aren't those?
That is the whole mindset.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why aren't those skills encapsulated in what they teaching you? Like.
Nah, I agree 100%. Like it's annoying. I went into a bank trying to take out a credit card. I had no idea what I was talking about. I told this lady, like, listen, I have a degree. We just never speak about this. This is not something we talk about in school. We don't study money. I study all day about math and algorithms and dumb shit that I'm never going to use. But shit like this, I told her, look, I never studied this in my life. So if I'm asking you simple questions, it's because I never had the opportunity to study financial literacy. That's not something they teach in school. And that's what
I'm talking about, bro. They're not teaching you none of that shit, and like in the long run, you feel me? Trigonometry, AP calculus, like, bro. Yeah. In reality, what the fuck are we gonna use that shit for? Like, bro.
Nah. If you wanna get technical, bro, like in reality, there is a lot of great and like crazy fields that need that.
And those crazy ass fields, like
people build buildings off
like
of
physics
those classics.
and all that shit, but. I'm talking about like minorities that are not potentially tapping into those major fields. You feel me?
Nah, but I mean, regardless, bro, all of those things, even if you don't find an interest in it, that's why I disagree with you. There's a purpose for it. Like somebody finds it amazing, and the only reason I'm saying that,
I
for
agree
example,
with you.
hear me out. Let me finish. Like in my perspective, bro, from taking a health education class and course, everybody was there. Like, yo, this is dumb. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to be here. Like, why do I need to know the specific names and this and that of this? And like to me, it was like. I saw it the whole way. Like, how are you not? You really think you don't need this? Like, this is about your health and your life. This is dead ass about taking care of your body and like how to get yourself right, especially in the place where we live. So that's the mindset of it. Even though everybody else in that class was thinking like, I don't need to know this bullshit, health and energy. Like, why the fuck do I need to know this? I walked away every day like, yo, I can't believe nobody in my class is paying attention or like cares about this.
I felt that, but I'm saying like. I don't want to take it back to like high school terms because we're talking about college specifically.
Nah, go to high school.
But I'm saying like just like regular classes, bro. Like the whole geometry, trigonometry, even the calculus that they give you in high school, like to get you supposedly prepared for college and all this other shit. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Although there's a purpose, bro. Like how you said, if you're going into
architecture, all of those.
Exactly. If you're going into those fields, all for it. You feel me? I'll clap you up for it. You feel me? But what I'm saying, what about the people that are not using those skills? People that are living their day-to-day life, you feel me? And tapping into the road of like, yo, I'm gonna get this degree because it's gonna open down these doors for me. You feel me? And it's like, yo, they doing online, they like, yeah. Like, oh, I'm taking all these classes, I have to do this and this and that. But once they done with it, they feel lost. And why they feel lost is because they didn't learn anything that was tapping into.
So that's more so. I mean, that's not really college being a scam. If what you tapping into, and but what you are tapping into is a great point. A lot of people are forced, or parents always forcing their kids to go into school and just go do something. Hurry up! Don't take time off.
But because
that's where they get messed up and twisted because they don't have a goal they're working for, and now you're taking a class that has nothing to do with anything about you because you don't even know about you.
I was just about to connect it, but what if colleges actually exposed you to that and noticed and showed you the importance of that? You feel me? Now it'll be a different type of vibe. Like you'll be waking up to go to college like, yo, my nigga, like I want to learn about this shit. Like I want to learn, like, yo, if I open these 3 credit cards,
that's essentially what they're trying to do.
How I'm gonna build credit cards. You feel me? If I expose into this field of art, how am I gonna build like in the way that I should? You feel me? But instead, it's like now we going to school, but even the schools, because there are colleges that expose you to the art. There definitely is. You feel me? But even in those colleges, I feel like there's still a lot of shit that they don't tell you because it's interrupting the policies and cash flow of the school itself. You feel me? So there's still skills necessary and conversations that are not being spoken about inside of schools.
So give me a conversation. What's something that like school tries to throw under the rug or not talk about? Because you haven't given me a good reason why college is a scam. I'm gonna keep it 100. You haven't given me one. You're talking about social norms and how that affects us and students.
All right, so for example,
you never said one good example.
For example, let's tap into the policies of financial aid. FAFSA, the whole thing that you gotta be in a certain income tax bracket. You feel me? That already is setting you back. Because now let's say you're trying to get a little side job, a little side hustle, you feel me? Because you wanna get equipment either for music, for drawing, fashion, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You feel me? You like, yo, I wanna work, I wanna take care of myself, I wanna be able to help my mom out and all this other shit. Now you can because they telling you if you putting in more than 35 hours and with your mom's income you're going above this certain tax bracket, now you end up paying for school. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now you have to take time off for school because you gotta pay for 4 different classes. You feel me? And you don't have the money to pay for that. And your mom is like, yo, I'm sorry. I wish I could help you out, but I can't because I have to pay for the rent. I have to take care of you. I have to take care of your siblings. You feel me? Now you forced to make a choice. It's either you go to school or you dedicate your time to investing on your dreams. You feel me?
Yeah.
And if it was in the way like, yo, I'm gonna go to school instead, like I'm gonna try to figure out a way about it because they have the skills and the conversations necessary that I want to tap into. But now if I'm just getting a degree just to get it because society validates that I'm a person and like I'm an actual successful figure in the eyes of society through this degree, then now I'm doing it just to get that. You feel me?
Yeah, just for that validation. And I'm glad you touched up on the financial aid thing because the policies that come with it, even that money, like some people might look at it like, hey, I mean, I wouldn't have money to go to college at all, right? But even with that money, the policies, the things they make you go through to receive that money and to go to class, it's... Personally, I feel like they want you to fail. So when you're dealing with financial aid, there's a certain minimum of credits and classes you have to take.
And I was just about to get to that.
And
talk your shit already.
That's why I'm glad you touched up on it. Yeah, let me just finish that point for you. When you're taking 4 classes, that's the bare minimum, 4 classes. And if one of them happens to be an elective or something that doesn't count towards your credit, what's it called? those classes that you need to take if you fail the state test in high school.
Region? No, wait.
It's a class. All right, so it's a class that doesn't give credits. If you're a college student, you definitely know about this. You need to take this class, and it doesn't count. So now you need to add another class on top of that to your semester. So now we're up to 5 classes. And you're only gaining 12 credits. So now, with that all being said, if you fail a class or a course, financial aid sometimes covers it if it's a basic class. If not, you need to pay that back as soon as possible. And if you fail, oh my goodness.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there because I want to add more on to this. So I feel like that's when, before you even go into college, that you're like, yo, I'm going to go to college and I'm going to get money. You feel me? Like, you're looking forward to that money.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of people fall into this trap. Like, yo, my nigga, financial aid about to pay me $3,000, bro. I got TAP, I got ASAP, like, I got all this other shit. You feel me? And then you like, oh, nigga, I'm getting money, nigga. I'm about to splurge with these 3 bands or whatever I'm getting.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's like, yo, that shit is a trap because later on, when you're trying to get your bachelor's in one way or another or whatever, like, even if you're going to continue your college journey, you're paying that back in one way or another. So it's not free money.
Yeah, don't get it
So
twisted.
don't fall into that. Like,
Definitely
that shit is
money.
definitely going to go right back into them somehow.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe for a second they're looking to help anyone. I just personally, I don't feel that way. I know that they're benefiting from whatever happens, no matter what. If we fail the classes, take the financial aid, they benefit. If we pass all of our classes and go on to get a job, they're benefiting because
Exactly.
once we become whatever we become, let's say a doctor, lawyer, they're getting that back in taxes. I'm a doctor for 20 years. You're gonna see my taxes for 20 years straight, and I'm gonna pay off the student loans that I own as well, along with those taxes. So way more than enough to know. You could get the knowledge that you got to learn how to be a nurse for way less money. And you can self-teach yourself. You don't need school for that.
Exactly. So that right there, I'm a little not on the. Let me get into it. So that right there, I have an issue in the way that you said it.
Wow.
Because if you're going for those general fields like the doctors, the cops, the firefighters, all that.
Yeah.
You feel me? College works out for you. You feel me? Even in a way.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah, I disagree.
If you go for general
and
fields.
I'm speaking, like I said, I'm always speaking off of personal experiences and studying.
Alright, so tell me why you disagree.
Right now, I know a couple of people, I know a lot of people actually, that are still in debt and have been out of school for 5+ years and are still in debt. They have enough money. Listen to this. These people have enough money to live in better homes and places, but they have to live in low-income area, low-income homes because of the amount of money they have to pay monthly to student debts. I have someone that I'm training.
My fault. I know exactly what you get.
This
I
is
know
what I'm
exactly
saying.
what you getting at.
They're keeping you stuck. You think, oh, I'm gonna get 100,000 salary and move away, move out the hood somewhere nice. No, you need to stay in the hood and suffer and pay off that loan for the next 20 years. And maybe when you're 65 with 3 kids, you can try to move out.
I was eventually gonna
with your retirement money that lasts like 5 years.
I was eventually gonna get there, but I see exactly what you're saying, and I completely agree with you. But what I'm saying is, in the sense of like, I would say general quick fields in a way. You feel me? Like, not the doctors as in like surgical, like, cause you feel me? You gotta go to med school for all that. You gotta go through all this other shit. But like, I'm saying like more broader fields that you could get out quicker. You feel me? With it just a quick bachelor's, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going for those broad fields, school kind of, in a way, works out for you. Now, if you're a person that...
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, school does work out. That's not... I mean, I don't disagree with that. I was just more so leaning towards the fact that, like...
It's still a business. It's still a business.
They're getting their money back.
Yeah, and I completely agree with that. Yeah, they're going to get the money back regardless. Yeah, so, so...
Let me. I wanted to ask you this actually.
Go ahead.
Do you believe in the school system? Do you believe hard work pays off? Do you think you earn? Do you think you earn what you deserve through hard work? You think if you really work hard in the school system, you're gonna see a great outcome from it?
No, I don't.
No?
No, I don't. And I'm speaking from personal experience because there's been times where I ain't gonna lie, I did slack beginning semester. I did slack. But when I'm telling you I got on my shit, like I did what I had to do. I worked my ass off to have all A's and B's, like definitely just grind it out, like doing papers back to back, breaking night, all this other shit, sacrificing my all into it. You feel me? To get this grade that I thought I deserved. I did all of that, and like I was so close to being a 4.0 GPA student, and when I go, like I definitely got A's and B's in like 4 of my other classes and my 2 other classes in a semester where I took about 6 classes. You feel me? I was wilding to do my shit, like I was trying to get out. Those last 2 classes, I got a D. You feel me? I got 2 D's, and I busted my ass off for those 2 classes. You feel me? So I potentially went from a 3.7 GPA to like a 2.8. You feel me? It was drastic, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, you telling me I took 6 classes for what? You feel me?
Like yourself,
like why I did that? Like in my mind, everybody else around me, college mentors, all that, they was all telling me, yeah, you gonna graduate quicker if you do this and this and that. And I'm just like, wow, like that's fucking crazy. I busted my ass, did everything that I possibly can in my power to get this good ass grade. And you telling me this is what my time is worth?
And a lot of students feel this way. A lot of students feel this way, and this is why people hate failing so much, because the school system makes you feel terrible about failing. Once you fail or get a low grade, the school system it makes you feel disgusting about yourself, and it's not a good system at all.
And to add on, like after that, you be like, yo, you know what, like I still did pretty good. Like I could still feel like I could bounce back, and then next semester you work hard again. And it's like, yo, you get close to that A and that B, but it's still not there. You feel me? And now you're like, yo, I still gotta go even harder, and you going even harder. And some people do achieve it, because I'm not saying it's not because of hard work. It's definitely not, but it's just like sometimes it's just simply not enough. And there's a lot of policies in place that are trying to make us fail.
Right.
You feel me? So
like attendance policy.
Yeah.
Just not being able to come into school 2 days. If you miss 2 days,
2 latenesses
it's
is an absence,
either
bro.
a fail or a grade drop.
Bro, and
2 absences, yeah.
2 latenesses is an absences. 4 absences is an automatic F. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, that's insane.
That is insane.
Bro,
because
like, nah.
it's usually about 6 months per semester, and they want you to come in. It's about 40 sessions. Yeah, no, that's insane.
Bro, like that's OD. That shit is definitely all a fucking business. Oh.
Shit, yo. I wanna use your example that you just gave, right?
Alright.
Let's say, and in this example, let's say that and you busted your ass, right? And you got all A's. It worked out great.
Alright.
You busted your ass, you got all A's, perfect attendance.
Alright.
You're doing the most. You're doing the best in the whole school, let's say.
Alright.
And you were doing this because you wanted to go to a better 4-year college or a better grad school. Even with that being said, you won't get it. Not that you won't get in, but it's highly likely that you won't get into the college or university that you want to go into.
Highly likely. Oh, not yet, for sure. And that's the thing. Like, I'm gonna tap a little more into that. Like, I know a lot of people that had the opportunity when I was in high school, senior year, whatever, that ended up applying and getting into these universities, the ones that they wanted to.
Great universities.
Yeah,
okay.
The great universities. But now, alright, you got in, that's cool. But now is the having to deal with the years there. You feel me? Having to go through that 4-year experience and being able to maintain it. And it becomes a different lifestyle when you're paying for room and board. You're paying for books. You're paying for all of this other shit. And it's not many people that, don't get me wrong, people try to perceive it like, nah, but there's scholarships, like you could get a full ride and all this other shit. And yeah, you definitely can. But you feel me? Even the odds for that are slim. You feel me? So it's like, even when you get there, like you still have to do with there's still a lot of policies in place that are gonna hold you back from even doing what you have to do inside that school. You feel me? And there's a lot of things that are gonna bring you back, and that's why most people, they be on their first year. They haven't even ended a full first year, and they're like, yo, you know what? This shit is not for me. I'm going back to the city. You feel me? And now when they come back to the city to a regular 4-year here, now all the classes that you took over there, only half of them count, and the other half you wasted your time.
Yep. And all those credits are gone. Like, all of those credits are gone.
Like,
because
yo,
you can't transfer credits from a CUNY to a SUNY. Some of them just don't show up. It just won't happen. And this is why if you even, I don't even like the thought of college, but if you are in college and you want to continue and you want to pass, keep your transcripts. Always keep your transcripts.
And keep all of your syllabus too.
Because the schools will try to deny you of your credits and try to waste your time and make you retake classes. Many college students can relate to this. I know they can. This happens everywhere all the time, and I hear it every other day. I hear this every other day where colleges get thrown under the rug. Credits get thrown under the rug and they just don't count, and you have to retake the credit because you're in a new school, you transferred, this and that. It's not right. It's just not right. You already have, there's something you already learned and you have to relearn it and retake the class. Not only is it demoralizing and wasting your time, you're not motivated to go to that class. When you're looking at stuff that you already seen and you went through, you oh my God, it's the most annoying, non-motivating thing to do.
Especially at my school, you feel me? The shit that I feels like high school 2.0, you feel me? Like it's niggas is taking unnecessary classes, and even if like, yo, so one thing like about my personal experience right now is that my first year of college was completely unnecessary. You feel me? Like they made us take classes that only exist at my campus. You feel me? So when I go to any other campus and try to transfer that, those credits are not gonna count because not only was it remedial classes, but it's only classes that
classes.
Exactly, but it was only classes that existed at that campus. You feel me? So it was like, yo, like you basically just wasted a whole year of my life. A year that I can't get back.
Yeah, no, you're not getting that back.
That's wild, my nigga. Like, but it would have been different if at least they exposed us to the world of art, to something that I wanted to tap into, and that's what I'm telling you. Yeah. And we're having these conversations, we having these classes for music, for fashion, for clothing, photography, whatever it is, and breaking it down, not in a business way, but in a sense that everybody would just be like, yo, this is interesting. Like, I wouldn't mind looking more into it. You feel me? Like, and finding a system that works inside of that. But instead, we're working with the system where it's just like, yo, we really don't give a fuck. Like, you paying for this degree, you gotta find your way through it, and that's it. Like, that's not on us. You feel me? And that's what I'm saying. Like, it definitely doesn't teach you the shit that necessary that potentially could shift your life in a way like, yo, you know what, I'm gonna go through this path instead, but it's still college, you feel me? Like it's not what my parent would want or like what society deems as successful, but it's still something that I love to do, and I'm fine with that.
And that's actually, I hear that. That was from the heart, cause I know you feel like that.
Yeah,
but let me go back to that original point. The only reason I was speaking on, let's say you got all A's, the only reason I really asked you that is because of the recent studies that had came up earlier this year. So there was this huge scandal where people were allowing other parents and kids to pay off teachers for answers, to pass tests, even everything. They were just paying for the grade, for the letter. They didn't have to show up.
Yeah, I think that was the Harvard scandal, right?
Passing.
I think it was that.
I'm not 100% sure, but I know it was. You said the Harvard scandal?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it was. Yeah. It was the Harvard scandal.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, where they was paying the coaches
I can't remember the exact number,
to give answers.
But there was so much millions. Yeah. It was about 50 million that was just passed under the rug from parents, students, everybody, just so they can get this degree, because you know a Harvard degree holds that value. It has this name to it. If I tell anybody in this area I have a degree from Harvard, they're gonna look at me like, where the fuck you from? Like, you're not from here. What are you doing over here?
But I ain't gonna lie, but that's the opportunity that only privileged people got. You feel me? privileged people with money.
Yeah, no,
you
for
feel
sure.
me? So it's like,
And this is what I'm saying.
And that's another system inside of that. Like the opportunities that minorities get compared to privileged people, bro.
It's a broken system,
It's
bro.
definitely a broken
You could
system.
have busted your ass. Perfect attendance, perfect all A's, perfect college essay, everything.
But if you can't cut a check,
and if you can't cut a check, these people that have millions of dollars that don't know the knowledge, that aren't busting their ass, are taking your place. They're just sitting there because mommy and daddy cover it.
That's a fact.
And that's really how it goes. And I can't recall the link or anything right now, but we'll put it below. I'll definitely find it for you. Please check it out because this is insane. It's
definitely tap into
it's
that.
Really
don't
insane.
Give y'all shit to think about, no lie.
What I really want you to take away from all of this and just walk away with, even if you only saw a small clip, just walk away with the fact knowing that school is a business. And always have that in your head when you are in school or applying for anything that is school related. Or giving advice on school. Always keep that in your mental. Always have that in your head. School is a business. And that is really what the article will teach you. And that's why I really hope a lot of you click on that link. Because, oh man, yeah. That scandal is disgusting. There's so much more too. There were oh my god.
Go ahead, tap into it, because I know you're hungry for that.
Yo, the athletes, oh my god. Yeah, they're paying people off to be on baseball teams. They're photoshopping their faces onto like muscular athlete bodies just to make the cut on a college team where like NBA scouts and football scouts or NFL scouts are looking for you. And then you get there and you don't play at all. You're just sitting there on the bench and you're fucking ass and you're making the organization look terrible and you're taking up space for somebody that can actually be a future football star, NBA star.
But you wanna know why all that's possible is because their parents could cut a check.
Cut the check.
You feel me?
And these are the opportunities that immigrants that we don't have.
Yeah.
The opportunities that we don't have, that privileged people do.
Exactly, and that's the thing, bro. Like inside this system that hopefully I feel like not only like through talking to y'all people, you feel me, but I hope I'm making a difference in y'all life. I hope we making a difference, you feel me? And at the end of the day, it's just like inspired to make a difference even if it's from inside the system. Like at colleges, have these conversations with other people. Like make it a conversation that the colleges has to tap into. You feel me? Like make it something that comes to the spotlight, because this is the thing that keeps on happening through generations. Like this, it's not that we just discovered this. You feel me? It's just now we actually talking about it. It's becoming more of an important thing because now there's more platforms, there's more things for people to do, there's more creativity to be expanded on. You feel me? So that's why it's becoming more of a conversation now. But even if the stigma still stands of you need a degree to be successful.
Yep. And you know what? I'm so glad we're making this video because I just want to get to a point where everybody sees that these degrees are losing value. They always have been, it's always have been. Since it started, it's always have been, but now it's losing its value drastically because of these kind of scandals that are happening. And I hope the whole world realizes that money rules. Money runs everything in the school system.
Yo, definitely.
I hope people realize, wake up and realize that you won't get the help and support that you want if you don't have money. You just won't. There's less opportunity for you out there. Sorry, just how it is.
And that's why, outside of school, you gotta build that foundation. And even inside your school, network with people, talk to people, see what people are about, see what people like, see what people would be open to. Whether it's planning an event, whether it's tapping into a craft inside of school, outside of school, but just tap into something. Bring this creativity to the people. You feel me? Just don't let people keep on going by the stigma, because a lot of people are going to school, and I done seen it. I done asked a lot of people, even inside my school, to keep it real with y'all, and it's like I've gotten a lot of multiple responses. You feel me? And most of them was like, yo, I'm just doing it to do it, or I'm just doing it for my mom and my pops, and it's just like, yo,
that's such a lame reason to be in school. Cause I did it for the same reason. I did it more so for my mom, and I hated it. It was just stupid. It dragged on. It was something I didn't want to do for the last 2 semesters, and it felt like when you're doing something you don't love and you feel like you're forced to go do it, life doesn't end up well. You don't feel good inside. It messes with your mental because you're putting time and effort and waking up every day to do something you don't like. Anybody with that or has lived through that will tell you the same thing. It has a toll on you. It just doesn't affect you in a good way at all.
But if it has something that would tap into something that you like, it's a whole different conversation.
Exactly.
You feel me? It becomes a sense of like, yo, you know what? I'm excited to go to school. I'm gonna go to this class, and I'm just like, I'm ready to talk my shit. I'm ready to tap into this, like all this. Like it becomes a whole different sense. But when we go to school to keep repeating the same general ed classes that we already took in high school, just taking it again now with a different name, you feel me? English 201 or whatever it is, like, you feel me? Now it becomes like a drag because you're doing something you don't like to do. You're not even tapping into something you like. You feel me? And
that sucks.
You feel me? And most schools, like, yeah, they have a lot of different majors, but also there's other schools that only make it for you to have a broad sense of a couple majors, and that's it. Like, my school's legit is only about 5 majors, and that's it. So it's like, yo, if I don't like none of those 5 majors, what the fuck I'm doing? It basically looks like it's a waste of time.
You gotta stick to whatever they teaching you.
Exactly.
That's what you gotta accept it.
And that's OD. And to tap into back to the conversation we was having earlier about it being a general business, I've then seen it happen. Mentors talk to students about the financial aid policies, like not letting them know the policies that are behind that. In the sense, you feel me? They telling them, yo, take these 6 classes or take these 5 classes in semesters. You only could take 3, where financially only covers you for 2 or 3, and now you're halfway into the semester and you owe about $3,000 or you owe the $1,500. You feel me? Whatever. And now you're just like, yo, how the fuck am I supposed to pay for this? Why you ain't tell me this was gonna be the consequence of this? All you told me was like, oh, nah, let's get you to graduate quicker. This is gonna be good for you. Let's get this degree for you. They tried to do that to me
too, actually.
And it's just like, yo, bro, like that's how they see students, as cash cows. Like that's insane, bro.
Is that we're young, dumb, and our parents want us to be something great?
And that's the thing, bro. There's no one guiding us, bro. Like, in the sense of, like, there's no one guiding us through that system. There's no one telling us, like, yo, this mentor is only telling you this and this for that simple reason. You feel me? Like, we out here coming out of high school, like, oh, yeah, they all trying to help us. Like, they just want to see us win. You feel me? So we're listening to everything they have to say. You feel me? And you being young, you're like, I don't care. Like, fuck it. Yeah, sign me up for the 6 classes. You feel me? I'm gonna get my degree. I'm gonna be successful. Like, you feel me? And you fall into the stigma. But then after you go through that whole shit, and now you're like, yo, I gotta drop those 3 classes, and I have to find a way. Now, if you can't drop it, now I have to find a way to pay for it.
It's downhill.
You feel me? Exactly. Now you're stressing yourself out. Now you're like, yo, I don't know what to do. Now you're feeling lost. You don't got a craft. All this other shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, then you end up like, yo, you know what? Fuck this school shit. This shit not even for me no more.
And school is really a business. If everything we said is not enough, if you read that article and you still think, no, school's beneficial, it's great for us, we should still go to school, let me give you another reason why school is a business. So recently, the number 1 draft pick of the NBA, Zion Williamson, was picked from, I believe it was Duke. Damn, I sound like a herb. But it's alright. Either way, he was not getting paid for any of the revenue of bringing people into his basketball games. Mind you, this kid had Barack Obama sitting courtside. He had Barack Obama sitting courtside, and a college filled up with 5,000 tickets because of him. They were all there to see him, and he wasn't seeing $1. They refused to pay him. No college athletes get paid. This is nothing new. Nothing new. And it's been going on for years. They just been risking their lives. They been getting them injured. Like, these players go out there and bust their ass for about an hour, risking their health to entertain and to play for the school, while doing all of that, showing up to practice, while taking 5 courses and classes as well. And you don't think that it's right to pay them? No, it's practice. It's showing up to practice mornings, every day, on weekends, not a job? Is this not... Because that is a job. You're waking up early to go practice for a coach that wants to make the school look good and win. You're working for the school, essentially, for free. That is slavery.
And that's
when you're working for
that's
free, it's considered slavery.
Just what you said right there, 5,000 tickets, bro.
5,000 tickets.
Like, and niggas
and no
see
players.
dollar,
No
like,
players saw $1. No, hell no.
That's so
that went
deep.
straight to the school. Straight to the board of... Yeah, bro.
Nah, that's so damn. That's the thing, bro. They got paid for every single soul on that court.
Could've, yeah.
You feel me? And it's like, yo, every single play on that court did not see $1.
The tickets could have been $10. That's $50,000 off tickets.
Nah, that's so deep.
And that's just one game. President Barack Obama. Do you know the
And that's the thing. In those situations, the play doesn't even become the highlight. You feel me? The school becomes a highlight. Like, oh, these players came to our school. You feel me? We gave them this skill. You feel me? We got them better. You feel me? But at the end of the day, nah, like, all that is a business, because all they wanted from that, they didn't even give a fuck about the player. They gave a fuck about not only about the tickets, but also getting the money and getting the highlight, getting the spotlight that they did, that they made that possible. You feel me? When in reality, all that came from the players. The players made that possible. You feel me?
It just sucks. There's so many angles you can look at it, and in every single angle you choose to look at it, just come back to the mindset of college is a business.
That shit is
It's
really
a business. They want to win. They always need to have the benefit. No one's here to help you and cater your life. Promise.
And that's the shit.
Sorry,
bro.
sad truth. It's just it just is. Nobody's here to cater your life. We're not. Everything is a business. Everything. Nobody wants to just help you.
And that's the shit, bro. Money is definitely the root of all evil.
Damn,
bro.
that way. Hold on. Let me retract. That sounded kind of bad. Not that nobody doesn't want. Not that nobody doesn't just want to help you. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that do want to just help. But when it comes to school, I just don't trust in anyone. So that's the mentality I have. I walk into a university, nobody wants to help me.
And you see that.
I gotta look out for myself. That's how.
And you see that when you
think.
go to financial aid offices. Like, I remember being younger, bro, and going to, my sister ended up going to LaGuardia. And I remember going to the financial aid office, bro, and like, niggas deadass don't give a fuck. Like, the people there helping you, attitudes.
There's a huge line.
It was huge
don't
line.
Give a fuck.
Attitudes was disgusting. Like, yo, it was deadass just horrible. And I'm just like, yo, this is what college is. Like, and mind you, I was younger at that point.
It felt like a DMV.
Yeah,
it felt like a DMV. Like, we were trying to get an ID.
And I was just like, yo, nah, if this what college is, I definitely don't want to go to college. Mind you, I was younger. And now that I even put myself through it and saw shit through my own eyes, nigga, and I saw the system for what it was, I was just like, wow, like, that's fucking insane. You feel me? And now, like, me not forcing myself, but me tapping into other things outside of school and seeing my path in that, you feel me? It was just like, nah, like, that's insane.
It was the biggest eye-opener.
Yeah, it was definitely the biggest eye-opener. It was just like, yo, damn, school is really a business, bro. And they don't teach you the things necessary in order for you to truly be successful. You feel me? In order for you to truly find your path. It's just like, yo, this is what we have, make something out of it. That's it.
Basically.
And that's really fucking wild.
And, yeah, college, I hate college, yo. College sucks. Shit is a scam.
That shit is really wild.
But
if for the people that are going for the general feel, it's cool, keep doing it. You feel me? If you're doing great, you feel me? We applaud you for it.
For sure.
We're not striving you away from going away from that. We're just saying.
We just want to open your eyes.
Yeah, open up your eyes and let you know what's happening. That's all it is. But we're not talking down on anybody doing it. We both put ourselves through it. He's done with college. You feel me? I'm still currently enrolled. You feel me? So it's just like, do what you gotta do to find yourself and find your craft. That's all I have to say.
And speaking of awareness, yeah, like he said earlier, if you're in school, talk about this. Bring this up. Like, hey, have any of you heard of that Harvard scandal? And make people in that environment aware. Make this a conversation. Because school won't. The media won't.
That's a fact.
We have to be the generation to change this. We have to open everybody's eyes. And yes, there's many people before me and before us that spoke about it, but we need to grow in numbers and we need to fight this system. It is because if the stigma of school, you needing a degree for validation from society sticks, then we will continue to have a lot of problems and depression problems. Kids not being able to handle when they fail in situations because of how the school system treats people when they fail.
I completely agree with everything you're saying.
We need to talk about it. It needs to be talked about.
And that's the thing, like, yo, get a whole group of students and, like, just wherever you have a place to, like, chill inside the school, start this conversation and come up with a way to make an event where y'all all have to say something about school, like, or talk about a craft that the school's not tapping into. You feel me? Like, we gotta be the generation to make the difference that we want to see that other generations couldn't do before. You feel me? You gotta be the one to play that leadership role and be like, yo, I want y'all to be part of this, and I want to do this and this and that, because I believe in every single soul inside this school, and I want to be the one to make this difference. And you feel me? As long as y'all all motivated and y'all all driven to make that difference,
Facts.
Things are gonna work out for the best. And
Facts.
and not only did you network in doing that, but you also saw what became of you. You feel me? All the things that has put yourself in a cycle to do. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
And I wanted to add to I just want to say, like, we need to really, not only do we need to talk about it, but we need to get to a point where we're not judging people based off their degrees and what they've done from school as well. I don't want to see somebody with a master's and say, hey, like, shit, you're smart as hell. No, I don't want to have that. Not only because of what we talked about, how people could pay a check for things like that.
I completely agree with you right now.
Just because that's not everybody's choice of route. I think people could be a genius and be high school dropouts. I've met geniuses that are high school dropouts.
For sure, bro.
So,
for sure.
You know, we need to stop. We need to bring it upon ourselves to stop judging people upon the education level that they reached. I don't think that has anything to do with how smart or intelligent they really are. And that's really the last thing I wanted to say.
Yo, and that's the thing, like, yo, just because a person doesn't have a degree, don't talk down on them. There's people out here that are successful without a degree. Actually tap into their roots and tap into who they are and what they have done outside of that school thing, and you see how good and truly they are as a person, and them tapping into a craft, how good they are at that. You feel me? So even for the people that are inside of school, don't start with, yo, what's your major? What you tapping into? You feel me? Mm-hmm. Tap into, like, yo, what's up? What's your craft outside of school? What you doing outside of school and work that's driving you to become a better you or a better version of whatever your craft is.
Yo, right. Like, even if you are going through it with college, always when you go home, what else are you doing to invest in yourself
and in
your
yourself,
life?
Yo.
Don't think that degree is gonna carry you and just take you to a whole new fairy tale land of like, I made it and success and family. No, you have to work for that. There's gonna be a lot of fucking turbulence in the middle, and you're gonna have to work through all of that. You should be working on your mental health and your future every day outside of work and school.
That's a fact.
Always.
And just know.
Yo, thank you for saying
that. And just know, like, yo, failure makes success. So just because you fail in your craft a couple times, don't let it devalue you. Don't let it be like, oh nah, that shit didn't work out for me. You feel me? You gonna fall 9 times, you get up 10. Like, yo, come on, you gotta bounce back every single time. Word, shout out Cardi B, don't lie. But like that's a fact. Like, you gonna fall and you have to force yourself to get back up. You feel me? Life is about always fighting back. You feel me? Always find your way around that shit. No matter, like, if school's not for you, alright, school's not for you, but tap into that craft and know you gonna fail. But as soon as you fail, you also gonna succeed because you gonna see a lesson through that shit. Yeah. And that same lesson is gonna be a blessing, no lie.
Nobody succeeded without failing. Period.
Failure makes success.
Period.
No lie.
Nobody just was successful without having to fail. Nobody. Like, nobody. I don't want to hear no arguments about this. Nobody in life has ever just succeeded without any kind of failure.
That's a fact. I completely agree. You feel me?
Truly succeeded. Let me add truly succeeded. Because some people like to change their definition of what success is. A lot of people like to value money. Money is not success to me.
Not yet. Money is definitely not success. You feel me?
Hold up, because I know we about to wrap this up.
Yeah, we about to wrap it up.
Before that, I just want to say, like, as far as the Harvard scandal goes, keep in mind that this is only being brought out to us and to all of you because they got caught, because people got caught doing it. So I want to say be skeptical of it. Don't think for a second that other universities or even Harvard isn't still doing the same exact thing.
All the universities
just finding ways to do it, you know, sneakier and behind
all the universities
behind closed doors.
All the universities.
I don't trust any university, so that's all I wanted to say. Just keep that in mind. Always be suspicious. Again, it's a business, so they're looking for more ways to make money.
They all doing
Always
that.
keep that in mind.
They all doing that behind closed doors, bro. Like,
Big
that
fan.
shit is a business. But that's a wrap. You already know.
Yes,
IG is gonna be under. The link about the Harvard scandal is gonna be under.
Sir, right below.
You feel me? Sinatra Fitness, DG Kilo.
Aha. You know the vibes.
Fact.